getting cold. The steam is fading slow. I made enough for two, but I'm the only one I know. The candlelight is dancing on the shadows of the wall. I'm waiting for a footstep to echo in the hall. I set the plate down gently, like I always do, right across from where I used to look at you. But the wood is hard and empty, the cushion's perfectly still. I'm trying to eat my shadow, but I don't think I will. There's a ghost of a conversation lingering in the air, about the things we wanted and the life we used to share. But the only thing that's talking is the ticking of the clock and the sound of my own heartbeat, heavy as a rock. And there's an empty chair at the table tonight, looking like a mountain in the dim yellow light. I'm reaching out my hand to touch a space that isn't there, breathing in the silence and the smell of cold gray hair. I give up all the riches, I give up all the fame, just to see you sitting there and calling out my name. Yeah, it's just me in an empty chair. I remember how you left when a burning morning toast. Now the memory of your smile is what hurts me the most. I haven't moved your napkin, I haven't moved the glass. I'm sitting here and watching every second pass. The salt is on the table, but the flavor's gone away. Everything is tasteless since you left that rainy day. Maybe if I close my eyes, I'll see you sitting down, wearing that old sweater and your hair in a messy crown. But I open them again, and the room is just as hollow, and the truth is just as bitter as the pills I have to swallow. And there's an empty chair at the table tonight, looking like a mountain in a dim yellow light. I'm reaching out my hand to touch a space that isn't there, smell of cold gray air. I give up all the riches, I give up all the fame, just to see you sitting there and calling out my name. Dinner for table for none, I'll just leave the light on in case you're not done. I'm still here. You didn't scream, you didn't even cry. You just looked me in the eye and said goodbye. I watched your shadow retreat down the hall until there was nothing left but the cracks in the wall. Then I heard it, the click, the thud, the weight, the iron hand of a lonely cold fate. It wasn't loud, but it shook the whole floor, the devastating sound of a closed door. Now the air in here doesn't move anymore. It's trapped inside with the ghost on the floor. I'm staring at the wood, I'm staring at the paint, while the memory of your footsteps grows weak and faint. And the sound of a closed door is all I can hear. It's ringing in my head, it's drowning out my fear. It's the loudest silence I've ever had to face. A permanent winter in this empty space. I'm waiting for the handle to turn once again, but it's just me and a quiet, my only friend. Hear the sound of a closed door. I walked up to it, I put my ear to the grain, thinking I could hear you breathing through the pain. But there's only the wind blowing leaves on the porch and the dying flame of a burnt out torch. You took the warmth, you took the light, and left me behind in a soundproof night. I could open it now, I could run outside, I could swallow my ego, I could swallow my pride. But my feet are like lead and my heart is like glass, watching the chance forever pass. And the sound of a closed door is all I can hear. It's ringing in my head, it's drowning out my fear. It's the loudest silence I've ever had to face. A permanent winter in this empty space. I'm waiting for your handle to turn once again, but it's just me and the quiet, my only friend. Locked in, locked out, the end of the story, the end of the doubt. I'm on the wrong side. Hello? Is anyone left? I'm walking through the hallway where we used to dance. Every shadow on the wall looks like a lost romance. My boots are making music that I hate to hear, a rhythmic reminder that you know we're near. I said your name just to see if it'd stay, but the walls just threw it back and pushed it away. It's like the house is hungry, eating up the sound of the only world I had. Now it's nowhere to be found. I'm a ghost in a mansion, a king with no crown, watching the curtains and the sun going down. Every I love you is still bouncing off the glass, waiting for a future that'll never come to pass. And I'm just listening to the echoes in an empty hall, watching the memories crumble and fall. The louder I scream, the more it feels quiet. My heart is a ghost town starting to riot. I'm talking to the ceiling, I'm talking to the floor, but I'm only hearing echoes, nothing more. Echoes in an empty hole. Passed by the mirror, I didn't know the face, just a hollowed out man in a high fashion case. The silence is a monster, it's 10 feet tall. It follows me down every turn, every wall. I used to love the space, I used to love the light, but now it's just a desert in the middle of the night. Stop the echoes, stop the sound. I'm losing my mind on this hollow ground. I treat all this marble, I treat all this stone for one little whisper and I'd be alone. And I'm just listening to the echoes in an empty hole. Walls in the memories crumble and fall. The louder I scream, the more it feels quiet. My heart is a ghost town starting to ride. I'm talking to the ceiling, I'm talking to the floor, but I'm only hearing echoes, nothing more. Echoes, just me. Just me and the walls, still nothing. The 12 a.m. and I've disappeared. The clock on the wall is the only thing moving in a game of love that I'm constantly losing. The moon is a sliver, a hole in the sky, watching a fountain of my spirit run dry. They say where there's light, a shadow will follow, but my soul is a cavern, hungry and hollow. I'm standing right here in the center of the room, but the darkness is thick, like a fabric of doom. I used to have a shape, I used to have a form, when your love was the sun that kept me warm. But you took the rays, you took the glow, and left me with nowhere for my spirit to go. I'm just a midnight without a shadow, a lonely boat in a frozen shallow. I look at the floor, but there's nothing to see. Even my reflection's giving up on me. How can I exist if you want the light? I'm just a ghost wandering through the night. Yeah, I'm a midnight without a shadow. I reach for the lamp, but I'm scared of the glare. I see in a space where you're no longer there. I'd rather be blind in this ocean of black than to see the reality that you are coming back. The moon doesn't know me, the stars don't care. I'm just a whisper in the cold night air. Am I even real? Am I even here? just a vapor made of salt and fear. If a man falls in love and love goes away, does he even survive to see the next day? I'm just a midnight without a shadow, a lonely boat in a frozen shadow. I look at the floor, but there's nothing to see. Even my reflection's giving up on me. How can I exist if you aren't the light? I'm just a ghost wandering through the night. No silhouette, no trace of me, just the dark as far as I can see. The steam stopped rising a long time ago, like the fire in my soul, it's burning low. I'm staring at the black bitter swirling the cup, afraid that if I move the memories will burn me up. I remember how you liked it, 2 sugars and a cream. Now I'm just waking up from a broken dream. I'm wearing the same shirt I wore when you left, a walking museum of a heart under theft. The newspaper's old, the headlines are blurred. I'm waiting to hear just one single word, but the only thing better is the liquid I hold, and the way that our story is getting so cold. It's just cold coffee and regret for breakfast today. Watching the blue of the sky turn to gray. I'm drinking the guilt, I'm swallowing the pride, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Every sip there's a memory of what I did wrong, a bitter conclusion to a beautiful song. It's cold coffee and regret. The waitress came by, asked if I wanted some more. I just stared at the shadows on the linoleum floor. I don't want it fresh, I don't want it hot, I wanna stay here in this lonely spot. Cause the coldness reminds me of your final stare, and the way that the oxygen left the air. I should've said stay, I should've said sorry. Instead I just sat here and watched the whole story fade into black, fade into blue. I'm drowning in caffeine and thinking of you. It's so bitter, baby. It's just cold coffee and regret for breakfast today. Watching the blue of the sky turn to gray. I'm drinking the guilt, I'm swallowing the pride, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Every sip is a memory of what I did wrong, the better conclusion to a beautiful song. Leave the check on the table, I'm not ready to leave. I've got a whole to grieve. It's cold, so cold.
I can't hear anything.
I'm driving in nowhere at 3 in the morning. The dashboard is glowing, the silent red warning. I reach for the dial, I'm looking for a song to tell me where exactly I went so wrong. Hope the airwaves are empty, the signal is weak, just like the words that I'm trying to speak. Every station I find is just a hiss and a hum, the sound of a heart that's finally gone numb. Is it the weather, or is it just me losing the frequency of who I should be? I'm searching for your voice in the white noise grain, but I'm only catching the rhythm of the rain. It's just static on the radio, ghosts in the wire, a cold wind blowing through a burnt out fire. I'm tuned into the silence, I'm tuned into the gray. Everything meaningful is drifted away. I'm screaming at the speakers, give me a sign, but the static is the only thing that's truly mine. Yeah, it's just static on the radio. I remember when we used to sing at the top of our lungs to the melodies that lived on the tips of our tongues. Now the music has died, or maybe it's just hidden behind the secrets that are now forbidden. I'm a broadcaster, no one, a signal lost at sea, wondering if you're hearing the same thing as me. Maybe I'm the one who's out of tune, howling at a radio, howling at the moon. The world is playing music, but I can't hear a note, just the sound of the words that got stuck in my throat. It's just static on the radio, ghosts in the wire, a cold wind blowing through a burnt out fire. I'm tuned into the silence, I'm tuned into the gray. Everything meaningful is drifted away. I'm screaming at the speakers, give me a sign, but the static is the only thing that's truly mine. Searching for the station, looking for the light. Good is just a noise in the middle of the night. I'm standing right outside, but I can't. The hallway is long and the carpet is thin. I'm counting the doors where the shadows begin. I can walk through the kitchen, I can sit in the hall, but there's one wooden barrier that's 10 feet tall. It's the master suite at the end of the light, where we used to hide from the rest of the night. My hand is on the handle, but my heart says no, because I'm not ready for where the memories go. I know the bed is unmade, just the way that you left it. I know my heart is bankrupt, and you're the one who kept it. One turn of the key, one step on the floor, and I'll be drowning in us forevermore. There are rooms I can't walk into, places I can't go, secrets in the shadows that I'm too afraid to know. Because if I see your pillow, if I see your mess, I have to admit that I'm a man in distress. I'm living in a fortress, but I'm locked in the hall, avoiding the ghosts that live behind the wall. Yeah, there are rooms I can't walk into. I bet you feel the book still on the shelf, collecting the dust just like I am myself. I can almost hear you laughing through the wood, telling me to come in like I know I should. But the air in that room is still 2018, a beautiful nightmare, the best I've ever seen. I'd rather stay hungry, I'd rather stay cold than to face the stories that the bedroom holds. It's just a square of carpet, it's just a piece of space. So why am I terrified to see your empty place? I'm a prisoner of the floor plan, a slave to the frame, where every single corner is whispering your name. There are rooms I can't walk into, places I can't go, secrets in the shadows that I'm too afraid to know. Because if I see your pillow, if I see your mess, I have to admit that I'm a man in distress. I'm living in a fortress, but I'm locked in the hole, avoiding the ghost that live behind the wall. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next year, I'll find the courage to face what's in there, but not today. The windows frosted at the edges, a frame and jagged eyes. I'm paying for my freedom, and it's a heavy price. The world outside is turning white, a blanket on the street, covering the tracks of the people that we used to meet. I've got the fireplace roaring, but I'm shivering to the bone. 'Cause there's a special kind of winter when you're living all alone. I remember how you shivered and you crawled into my side. Now there's nowhere for the warmth to go and nowhere left to hide. The sky is gray and heavy like the thoughts inside my head. I'm wishing for a summer that we already put to bed. Each flake is like a memory drifting from the blue, beautiful and fragile. Forgone when I touch you, and I'm just watching the snow fall alone, sitting on the remains of a broken throne. There's no one to catch it and no one to see, just the silence of the winter staring back at me. I'm a polar bear in a desert, a man out of time, trying to find a reason in this cold and bitter climb. Yeah, I'm watching the snow fall alone. couple in the distance, wrapped in a single scarf, laughing at the weather while I'm tearing me apart. But don't know how lucky they are to have a hand to hold, to have a little fire in a world that's just so cold. I'm writing name in the frost on the glass, watching it melt as the slow hours pass. It's so quiet, it's so wide, it's a never-ending version of a December night. I'm freezing in the memories, I'm buried in the bleed. I'm looking for the sun, but the clouds will never share. Looking nervous, watching the snow fall alone, sitting on the remains of a broken throne. There's no one to catch it and no one to see, just the silence of the winter staring back at me. I'm a polar bear in a desert, a man out of time, trying to find a reason in this cold and bitter climb. Let it cover me, let it turn me to stone. It's better to be frozen and to feel this alone. Stay warm, yes. The ceiling's 20 feet high, the floors are Italian stone. But what's the point of a palace when the king is all alone? I've got 10 bedrooms and I can't find a place to sleep. I've got $1,000 view and a heart that I can't keep. The gold on the walls is just a shade of yellow paint, and the silence in the kitchen is enough to make me faint. I'm walking through the square feet, counting every tile, but I haven't seen a reason in this house to stay a while. They call it an investment, they call it living grand, but it's just a pile of expensive dust and a couple tons of sand. It's a hollow shell, baby, it's a beautiful cage, and I'm just a lonely actor on a high-priced stage. 'Cause a house is not a home without you in it. Every hour feels like a year, and every second like a minute. I've got the keys to the world, but I'm locked outside your heart, and this mansion is just tearing my sanity apart. You were the warmth in the winter, the soul in the storm. Now I'm just a billionaire who's never been so alone. Yeah, a house is not a home. I remember when we lived in that place with the leaky roof. We didn't have much, but our love was the living proof. The walls were thin and the heater barely worked at all, but we had everything we needed pinned up on the wall. Now I've got the central air and the security 18, but I'm living in the middle of a high-end nightmare dream. Burn it down, sell it off, take the marble and the glass. I'll trade it all for a Sunday morning on the grass, with you and me and nothing, just the way we used to be before this dream that came a nightmare for me. Yeah, 'cause a house is not a home without you in it. Every hour feels like a year, and every second like a minute. I've got the keys to the world, but I'm locked outside your heart. And this mansion is just tearing my sanity apart. You were the warmth in the wind, the soul in the storm. Now I'm just a billionaire who's never been so alone. Just breaking mortar, just stealing wood. I'd give it all back if I only could. I'm moving out in my mind, 'cause little summer brak lang sono. I still haven't touched it. I sleep on the edge, on the very left side, leaving a canyon where we used to hide. The sheets are still tucked, the silk is still flat. I'm a prisoner of habit and it's come to that. I'm staring at the moonlight hitting the floor, watching the particles dance through the door. They're landing so gently on your favorite lace, filling the void of your beautiful face. I won't let the maid in, I won't change the air. I'm keeping the scent of you lingering there, but the gold in the sunlight is showing the truth, that I'm wasting the rest of my lonely youth. There's dust on your side of the bed tonight, a gray little empire in the pale morning light. It's been 1,000 sunsets since you were here, but I'm still holding on to the ghost of your gear. I'm afraid if I wipe it, if I clear it away, you'll be gone for good, and I'll have to face the day. Yeah, there's dust on your side of the bed. Your nightstand is holding a glass of regret, beside an old book that I haven't closed yet. I see the ring where the water went dry, like a salt-stained track from a lonely eye. I'm scared of the laundry, I'm scared of the wash, of losing the memory I'm trying to squash. I'd rather breathe sober, I'd rather breathe grave, until admit that you're really gone away. It's a graveyard of pillows, a monument of foam, a saddest square inch in this empty home. I'm waiting for a miracle to shake off the white, to see you turn over in the middle of the night. There's dust on your side of the bed tonight, a gray little empire in a pale morning light. It's been 1,000 sunsets since you were here, but I'm still holding on to the ghost of your gear. I'm afraid if I wipe it, if I clear it away, you'll be gone for good, and I'll have to face the day. Don't clean it up, don't move a thing, I'm just waiting for the life just, okay. The plaster is cracked and the paint is peeled, but at least it's something that I can feel. I told the corner about my day, about the things that I meant to say. The crown molded knows all my deepest fears. It's been soaking up the salt of my lonely tears. I'm asking the hallway if we're still a good man, but the ceiling just stares like it's part of the plan. I'm losing the line between silence and sound, between being lost and being found. I'm making a friend out of shadows and stone, the heaviest weight of being alone. And I'm just talking to the walls in the middle of the night, waiting for the drywall to tell me I'm right. I'm confessing my sins to the bricks and the wood, trying to explain what I never quite could. It's a one-sided story, a conversation for none. I'm the only man left when the battle is won. Yeah, I'm talking to the walls. I thought I heard a whisper coming from the floor, but it was just the wind knocking at the door. I laughed at a joke that you haven't told yet, and I choked on the smoke of a cold cigarette. I'm asking a window why you had to leave, but the glass only shows me how much I grieve. Answer me, say something back, fill up the holes, fill up the cracks. I'm talking to pictures, I'm talking to hair. I'm looking for someone who isn't even there. And I'm just talking to the walls in the middle of the night, waiting for the drywall to tell me I'm right. I'm confessing my sins to the bricks and the wood, trying to explain what I never quite could. It's a one-sided story, a conversation for none. I'm the only man left when the battle is won. The walls don't move, the walls don't care, they just stand there and give me a stare. At least they don't leave. I can still smell you everywhere. I opened up a box in the back of the room, and I was hit by the ghost of your favorite perfume. A garden of jasmine, a hint of the rain, a beautiful poison that's driving me insane. It's on the collar of the hoodie that you used to wear. is hanging like a cloud in the cold morning air. I try to breathe shallow, I try not to inhale, but the memory of us is a ship with no sail. It's floral and sweet, but it tastes like a lie, a lingering vapor that refuses to die. I'm chasing a scent that leads to a wall, the cruelest reminder of the height of my fall. And I'm haunted by the ghost of your perfume. It's following me through every single room. I turn my head quickly, thinking you're there, but I'm just grabbing at the molecules of air. It's a scent in the hallway, a trace on the glass, watching the ghost of our happiness pass. And I'm haunted by the ghost of your perfume. I bought a new bottle just to spray on the bed, to keep the illusion alive in my head. But it's not the same when it's not on your skin. It just reminds me of the state that I'm in. The vanilla and musk, the amber and rose, the scent of the girl that everyone knows. But to me it's the smell of a Sunday home, before I was left in this desert alone. Wash the seats, open the blinds, try to scrub the scent out of my mind. But it's in my lungs, it's in my clothes, it's the only part of you that nobody knows. And I'm haunted by the ghost of your perfume. It's following me through every single. I turn my head quickly, thinking you're there, but I'm just grabbing at the molecules of air. It's a scent in the hallway, a trace on the glass, watching the ghost of our happiness pass. Floral and cold, fading away, but I'll breathe it in for one more day. You're still here, aren't you? It's too quiet. I can hear everything inside. The snow has stopped falling, the streetlights are dim. The world is a cup filled up to the brim, with a silence so heavy it's hurting my ears, a vacuum that's swallowing all of my ears. Outside the window, not a leaf even shakes, but inside this body, a tidal wave breaks. I'm sitting so still, like a statue of stone, but I'm screaming in colors that I've never known. The heartbeat, something gets louder. My pulse sees a hammer, my ribs are a cage. I'm turning the shadows into a stage. The neighborhood's sleeping, they're all in their dreams, while I'm coming apart at the edges and seams. It's a silent night, but a violent heart, tearing my quiet existence apart. The stars are so peaceful, the mood is so blue, but I'm fighting a war that's all about you. One half of me is frozen, the other's a fire, a silent devotion, a violent desire. Yeah, it's a silent try to breathe deeply, I try to count 10, but the ghost in my blood is rising again. It's the what ifs and could have beens making a noise, like a basement of broken and discarded toys. How can it be so still in the street when I'm feeling a rhythm of a total defeat? Boom, like a drum in the middle of the dark. Every memory of you is a dangerous spark. The silence is lying, the quiet is flaking. Can't you see that the ground underneath me is shaking? It's a silent night, but a violent heart, tearing my quiet existence apart. The stars are so peaceful, the mood is so blue, but I'm fighting a war that's all about you. One half of me is frozen, the other's a fire, a silent devotion, a violent desire. Rest now, the world is asleep, but I got a promise I'm failing to keep. Be still, please, be still. It's that time again. I check my phone for the 100th time, like looking for a reason or a silent rhyme. The blue light is burning a hole in my head as I'm staring at the empty right side of the bed. I used to lean over and kiss your warm skin. Now I'm just letting the cold darkness in. The moon is the only one watching me now as I'm taking my final and lonely bow. My lips move by habit, they form the old shape, looking for an exit, a way to escape. But the air is a wall that I can't break through. A world full of people, but none of them you. And there's no one to say good night to tonight, no one to tell me that it's gonna be alright. The words are just echoes that die in my throat, a message in a bottle that'll never even float. I'm whispering sleep tight to the shadows on the wall, waiting for a love you that I'll never recall. Yeah, there's no one to say good night to. I remember the way that you mumble in sleep, a promise of peace that I couldn't quite keep. Now I'm just staring at the blow of the clock, listening to the sighs, listening to the shock. How did I get here, to this quiet place where I can't even find the ghost of your face? Maybe I'll dream of you if I'm that lucky. Or maybe you're out there and you're thinking of me. Or setting off silent alarms. And there's no one to say goodnight to tonight, and no one to tell me that it's gonna be alright. The words are just echoes that die in my throat, a message in a bottle that'll never even float. I'm whispering, sleep tight to the shadows on the wall, waiting for love you that I'll never recall. Good night, world. Good night, yes. I'll see you in the place where I love you less. The neighborhood is sleeping, the stars are tucked away. I'm sitting in the kitchen, waiting for the day. I walked to the window and I pulled back the blind, looking for the pieces that we left behind. I reached for the switch and I gave it a turn, watching the golden filament burn. It's a tiny little sun in a world of black, a lighthouse for a ship that's never coming back. I know the streets are empty, I know the road is long, I know I'm just the echo of a forgotten song. But what if you're lost? What if you're cold? What if you're tired of the stories you've been told? So won't leave in the last light in the window tonight, a small yellow prayer in the middle of the night, in case you remember the weight of my door, in case you don't wanna be lonely no more. I'm keeping the watch, I'm holding a flame in a house that is hollow without your name. Yeah, I'm the last light in the window. Now how's it getting heady? The coffee's on gone. I'm watching the shadows prepare for the dawn. People tell me, Justin, it's time to move on. But how do you move when your anchor is gone? So I'll be the keeper of this lonely glow, watching the seasons and cold winds blow. Let it burn through the fall, let it shine through the rain, let it be a map for all of this pain. I'm not giving up, I'm just staying still. If you don't come home, I don't think I will. So I'm leaving the loud start still here.